This is the redo. So this video got messed up yesterday because of the sound. So here we go again. Christians whining, claiming that, oh, you weren't there. You were not an eyewitness. How could you possibly know what happened back then? Well, let me tell you something. Nobody in your Bible, your entire Bible, has absolutely zero eyewitnesses to every account in the book. Think about that. There is not one account in the Bible to which an individual was writing as an eyewitness account of the shenanigans going on. You like to think that, oh, well, Moses wrote the Pentateuch. No, Moses did not write the Pentateuch. The Pentateuch was not written until the beginning. It began being written in the 8th century BCE. It wasn't finished to the 6th century BCE. It was written during the time frame of Hezekiah through Ezra. Moses, supposedly the fake character, lived during the 15th century, the 1400 BCE. So therefore, Moses didn't write one blessed thing. And in a video that I posted also the other day, I explained how Moses could not have written it because it was talking about the fact that Hovath Jair is still there to this day, which means that it was written during the time frame of Hezekiah and not during the time frame of Moses. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Now, as far as the next people are going to come up and they're going to say something, ludicrous like, well, the Gospels are eyewitness accounts. No, the Gospels are not eyewitness accounts. The furthest you're going to go with that is that the Gospels are supposed to be people writing about what eyewitnesses claimed to have happened. Just like your boy Paul wrote that 500 people claimed that they saw Jesus. No, it doesn't work that way. None of the Gospels are written by eyewitnesses. As a matter of fact, the Gospels are actually anonymous. It was later on church fathers decided to give them the name of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Prior to that, they had no name. But around, I think, the 2nd century is when they developed the names and decided the names of those Gospels. But there were no names. And these are written based on people saying what they believe they saw of other people's claims. So therefore, it would be like me writing a book based on somebody who claimed to have been there with Martin Luther King. All right. I wasn't even born when the man passed on. So I would be trusting that someone's eyewitness accounts are correct. But yet, when you look at all 4 Gospels, you have differences in those eyewitness accounts that don't match. For instance, your greatest thing that you always jump on is the death and the crucifixion and the raising of this deity, right? But the fact remains that there was an earthquake reported in Matthew, but Mark, Luke, and John do not report an earthquake. How the hell you miss an earthquake? I can understand if we missed what color somebody was wearing, or maybe even who all was there. But an earthquake? And then even where the angels were at the tomb. And I'm talking about an earthquake when he died, when on the crucifix. Then some of them missed the earthquake that happens when the stone supposedly rolls away. There was another earthquake. People missed that. People missed the sun being blotted out for 3 hours. They missed that. Those are things that you can't miss, right? Like, I'm sitting here, Angelina's standing over there. If the sun was blotted out for 3 hours, I think everybody in this area is going to notice that the sun is blotted out for 3 hours. If there's an earthquake, we're all going to notice it. Yesterday was incredibly windy. We all noticed that it was very windy. There are certain things that we all are going to notice. But you want to claim that they're eyewitness accounts, but they're not eyewitness accounts. And therefore, even an eyewitness account, especially when it found out that they're not corroborating each other, are thrown out of court. And even in your Old Testament, it tells you that, and Christians, go look it up. It tells you in your Old Testament, if you only have one person's account, then it is not to be taken as truth or facts. It has to be backed up by multiple people, and those multiple people have to have the same story. You will then claim that, well, they all claim that Jesus rose, but all the situations around it are different. Therefore, making it a myth that people develop their own version of that myth. So it still cannot be trusted. And there's absolutely zero proof of any of those things happening. So y'all have a great day. And remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.